Hi, welcome. My name is Chrissy, and in this video I'm going to be giving you a prediction reading for 2021. Now, for anyone new out there, I am a psychic. My name is Chrissy and I am a life coach. I also do self-help videos on YouTube. I get guidance, but I also talk from my experiences, so go and check out some of my videos as well. But in this particular video, I'm going to be giving you a reading for 2021. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let the guides just flow through me, and I'm just going to talk to you about whatever information comes through. So I'm just going to close my eyes just for a minute and we'll get going. Well, the message is that this is real. This experience that we've had in 2020 has led us on a very, very unusual path. It's affected so many people's lives. It's disrupted. It's caused segregation, and it's a journey that has not been very pleasant for most of us this year of 2020. So in 2021, it's almost like we're going to really hit the ground running. It's showing pictures of everybody getting back to life. Everybody's going to start to really get living again. We're going to start to experience life in a very, very different way. It's almost like we're going to be magnetically pulled to things that we've not seen or had in our structure of life before. Things that are very embedded in our psyche have actually been taken away from us this year. Now, I feel that a lot of us have really suffered through this journey of separation, segregation, the big divide. That's how they're referring it as, in quotes, is the big divide. So I think this is the division of people, the division of races, the division of souls. There's been so many areas that we have found ourselves really separated and segregated. Now, in 2021, they're explaining that this is a time of really rebuilding, rebirth, regrowth. So it's kind of like we had to go through the breakdowns of this separation and segregation in order to rebuild our lives and have that rebirth. So it's almost showing like the caterpillar forming into the butterfly. So it's almost like we've all had to kind of break down our shadow past in order to start to really evolve and to start to find a new journey. It feels like in 2021 we're going to reflect a lot on our past. Oh, that's my dog coming in. Sorry about that. There's been a lot of self-destructing in our lives. I feel like things have really got to that heated moments and that heated core vibration. But the reason that these vibrations get out of control is because they have to actually make a shift. It's almost like it's showing me like the earthquake, like when the earth shifts, and they call it like the fault line. So when things make a really drastic shift, it causes things to collapse. So it's like that earthquake kind of scenario. Things start to crumble. So we're getting rid of old patterns, we're getting rid of old templates. 2020 has certainly been about that. In 2021, we're all going to be a lot more focused on our gifts. There's going to be still a lot of purging around emotions. It feels like we're kind of looking for testimonials. So it's almost saying like people want to be lifted up. So we're all going to be looking in 2021 to be not so much enlightened. We're going to be looking for being rebuilt, and we're looking at others to kind of help to rebuild us. So it might be that we're reaching out again, we're taking that time out of our busy social calendars to start to reach out and improve the great divide, because that is the quote that I keep getting, is the great divide. And the earth had to go through these changes. It's saying that the shift has happened in order to create a new future, that we're all going in a direction that has to leave the past behind. It's almost like it was that snowball effect, and everything just got kind of out of control and nobody knew how to slow their lives down. And we were actually being forced to slow our lives down. And that is the purpose of the great shift that has just happened. So in 2020, sorry, that's my dog. In 2021, don't be scared, don't be afraid. Things aren't going to be jeopardized. It's saying that you're going to have to make those real movements and real leaps forward in your life to really get to those good feeling places, because there's nothing wrong with the journey of life. It's just that we have these patterns that we're locked into, and you've got to be the one that kind of creates the changes in your life. Patterns are there for a reason. It's like a safety mechanism, but they're telling you now that it's time to actually cut the cords with those and to let the old patterns go, because that's part of the dying process. And again, it comes back to the caterpillar coming out of the cocoon. It's shedding that skin and breaking through and getting into that new light and that new world. And that's what they talk about. The new world order comes into mind. It's about that new world and the different philosophies and the way that we're all going to be viewing life, and the way that we've all expanded from these experiences that we've had, and how new light's going to be shed on a lot of things going on. A lot of that darkness is being exposed. Our filters are being taken off. It's like showing me that we're taking off the rose-coloured glasses and we're actually starting to see things for what they are. And we're also starting to see people for who they are. People who have tried to hide themselves or portray this perfect life, things aren't going to be as perfect as they thought in 2021. Things will really be exposed. And that's again that point of everybody's being broken down to their sort of core basics. So it's like, you have to be true to who you are, because if you're trying to live a false life, it's not going to work in the new world that's sort of coming in 2021, because these shifts this year have created, like I said, that big shift. And like I said, it's that earthquake energy. It's that when things come crumbling down, they have to be built back up, but they have to be built back up with a strong rather, and a firm, stable foundation. So this is about working our way back from sort of the ground up. And they really believe that a lot has been hidden. I'm just getting the messages that a lot has been hidden. So a lot of things have been hidden from us from the past, but things are really starting to get exposed. And these things will be exposed in the media. They'll be exposed in people's lives. It's almost showing that transparency is the word that I'm looking for. There'll be a lot of transparency coming through in 2021. Now, even though 2021 is a real year of evolving, a real year of change, it's also going to have some really magnificent outcomes. And we're all going to start to see things, like I said, much clearer. We're taking off the rose-coloured glasses, and life's really going to change. And life's really going to change for the better. You know, we'll still have a few turbulent times. I'm not saying that it's going to be the perfect year, but it's going to be a year where there's going to be real improvements, and we're really going to see things for what they really are. So we're going to see the truths, we're going to see the honesty, and we're going to see the real purging where people are having to really face themselves and really be honest and true to who they really are. And what these journeys are is that you're being given the tools and you're being equipped, ready to face these things and face these changes that are coming into life. And that the message is that this is not the time to sort of jump ship. What they're saying is to stay really stable on board and just sail and flow with the ship, and just know that it's taking you to that really good place where life's journey is, yes, you're going to ride over the waves, but you're going to come to that smooth sea and everything's going to be really peaceful. And that sometimes is what turbulent times are about. So what we've sort of gone through this year has been very turbulent, but we're going to get, in 2021, we're going to go to that really smooth sea, and we're going to find a real way clear and start to see things in a really defined and very clarified way. So the message is to, in 2021, to hold your head up, to stay really confident and true to yourself. Things are being broken down, but they're also being built back up, and you're a part of that journey, and you're a part of the changes that are going on out there. So really remain stable, remain true to yourself, don't hide. That's the biggest message. And believe and trust where you're being led, because that is what this journey of life is. We're being taken on a path to get us to somewhere that we need to be. and have faith as well that really good outcomes are coming to you. You have to go into 2020 knowing that you have forged that path now, that you have forged that path to, it says enlightenment, but it's also to peace, harmony, feelings of feeling worthy, allowing the gifts to come to you. And overall, it's just a really nice, comforting energy that's going to come across in 2021. Big changes, yes, and big shifts, but they've pretty much already taken place. So once that year turns and we start into that new sort of clock of the new year, life is going to start to smooth out and we're going to feel that calmer waters. And that's really the message for 2021, is just keep pushing through the waves and you will get to the calmer waters on the other side. Look, I hope that helps you going into 2021. We really need some good news and some things that can help us with some really good high vibes, because this year's certainly been a challenge that we've all been really tested by. So I just thank the guides and the Ascended Masters, and I appreciate all their help and their input with my videos. And I thank you guys for subscribing to my channel. Hit those like buttons because that helps me too. And I hope this reading helped you when you're going into 2021. Bye.